afternoon, everyone. So, today we are going to be talking about Google Local Services. What is Google Local Service and how can it be useful for our cleaning business? My name is Shireen Dickens,
And I'm Clyde Morrison.
and we are here with the business of cleaning, where we show cleaning business owners how to go from self employed to CEO. So, Clive, what is Google Local Service and how would that be beneficial to our business?
Well, Google Local Service is where they do a Google guarantee to show your business in front of it. More people who are searching for Google, they put you at the top of the rankings. If you watch some of our videos, we've had Google Ads, we've had Google Profile, which is Google My Business, and Google Local Service is a paid advertising platform, but there's more requirements that go into Google Local Services. So that helps you to get in front of the competition because you have to go through the other requirements that have it. So it benefits your business because you'll be able to get your services in front of more people faster than other people.
You said that there is a Google guarantee. What does that mean? What does that mean for our businesses?
So Google guarantees the services up to, I believe, $2,000.
Oh, wow.
So if the customer complains or calls in, they can actually go to Google and say, hey, I was mad with this service, didn't go good, and Google will actually get your service about you.
Oh, so Google basically verifies, stamps your service with their seal of approval, saying that you are going to do the service, you are who you say. This is great. Awesome. So that leads into and also answers my second question. Why would this be beneficial to our business, or how is it beneficial to our businesses?
Well, at the end of the day, our first goal is to acquire more customers. And in order to acquire more customers, you got to get in front of more people who are looking for your service.
Right.
And Google Local Services gets you in front of more people. It gets you into the people that are actually looking for cleaning. And then when they see that green badge, they're like, okay, these people are official. And that's what you want. You want to be able to people to stand out from the competition.
Awesome. Thank you for explaining that. So we hear a lot about the different services that Google have, and a lot of us kind of have an idea of what it is, but not a breakdown of what each service is and what it means to our business. So that was a great explanation of what Google Local Service actually is and how it's going to affect us. So what we want to know, of course, is how much does it cost?
Well, Google Local Services is free to set up. It does cost. You have to have at least 5 reviews, right? You have to have proof of insurance, right? You have to be verified. So these are the things that you have to go through you have to have insurance. And these are the things that you have to go through to be able to be Google guaranteed, to be able to be certified in the Google Local Service platform. They'll help you set it up. It's not a problem, but it doesn't cost any money to set it up. Of course, it's a paid service. So when you start getting leads, now the difference between that why it's better than even Google Ads is because these are direct phone calls. In Google Ads, you're paying for a click just for somebody to view your ad. But in Google Local Services, somebody's actually calling with the intent of getting your cleaning service.
So that's a much hotter lead. That's not like someone just walked by and looked. Someone walked by, looked, said, I need that, let me contact them. And that's what Google Local Service provides. That sounds like almost direct leads.
It is a direct lead. So I give the analogy of having a storefront, right? So if you have a storefront, the first thing is you want to place it on a busy street, right? So people who are coming by and say, hey, I'm looking for this type of service or product, and they come by your store, but they're like, I want it, but I don't want it right this minute. I'm not looking for it, right? I'm not sure if I want to get it or not.
Right.
And they look in the store, they don't say anything, right? That's a lead that's when somebody clicks on your ad. They're just looking at your ad. They're looking at ads. They're looking at different people. They're researching, doing whatever. A hot lead is somebody who comes into your store. They actively want to buy, and the only reason they don't buy is because of price. They don't like you. They don't enjoy your environment, something like that. But they're actually on the phone with you. So they're actually coming into your store, having a conversation with your clerk, and saying, "Hey, do you have my candy bar? I've been looking for this candy bar all over, and I saw that you guys had the best candy bar, so I had to come in and ask you."
That makes that way more valuable than whatever the cost may be to actually bring the service in, because you have an interested client interested in specifically your services, not just scrolling the web looking for anything. They want your service specifically, and Google local service has directed them over to you specifically.
The other part is that to add on to that, so Google Ads is somebody who's searching for your service.
Yeah.
Google Local Service is somebody who's ready to purchase now.
Even more valuable to us as
They're
cleaning
ready to
owners.
purchase now because they're calling you. They're actually like, "Hey," or they're messaging you, "Hey, how much does your service cost? When can you come out?"
That is definitely valuable to us. I can see why, as cleaning business owners, we all need to have Google local services set up properly, optimized, the word that we use a lot, which basically means tell Google all of the proper information about yourself on a recurring basis. And we would see how that would be thoroughly valuable to us as business owners.
Yeah.
Wow, that was some amazing information.
I appreciate it. We have a Google Local Services checklist, right, to make sure that you're looking at all the ways that you can have Google, that you optimizing, which just means giving Google all the information they need, right? That's what optimization
I like that
is.
breakdown of that word. It's so simple for me now.
No, it's just giving Google what they want, right? Because Google's asking you for things, and it's like, "Hey, what do I do?" So that's what we mean by optimize.
Right.
And so we give it a checklist so you can be able to optimize that and be able to, so make sure you download that so you can start setting up. If you're eligible for it, you can start setting it up. If you're not, you can work towards getting on there on the platform.
Awesome. And when you say eligible, that's what you were speaking of earlier, where you have to have your insurance and 5 reviews and everything like that.
Exactly.
Perfect. So if we are not eligible for Google local services yet, we need to make sure to set ourselves up so that we are. And as a CEO, how would we incorporate Google local services to our business strategy?
Well, it's just like anything. It's a platform that you're acquiring customers. So anytime you're acquiring customers and it costs you money, you need to be measuring it. How is it working for you, right? So how does it affect it throughout my entire business, right? I need to get more leads in. I need to be converting those leads, and I need to be turning them into recurring clients. And this is what we should be measuring. So in our strategy, we're like, okay, we know this back end part of customer service, sales, but we need Google local service. We're like, okay, this is our lead strategy. This is how we're going to get more hot leads inside of our business, that we need to convert those leads, because they do cost money.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's understandable, but as we cleaning business owners understand, a hot lead is literally that much closer to spending the money. We understand that to get our clients from not knowing anything about us to paying customers is a few steps in between there, and Google local services puts that client at the end step, like, hey, I'm excited, I'm ready, I need this service right now, and I want to get in touch with you for it. So this is going to be amazing for all of us. Let's make sure that we are getting set up with that.
Yeah, just make sure we're gonna keep dropping value. We're gonna keep dropping bombs, right? So we're gonna make sure we want to get all these cleaning owners to be able to get to their CEO level, right, where they can actually have a team execute and make things happen. So, like I said, this is just client acquisition, how to get more leads in there, and make sure you have enough jobs for your cleaners to do.
As a CEO, that is your main job, is to provide jobs. You got a lot of other hats to wear, but you are providing jobs. And since this service is helping you get to that bottom line, it's definitely something as CEOs that we need to include in our business strategy. Thanks a lot, Clive.
Right. Look forward to see you on the next video.